Welcome back to Midday. This might be one of my favorite ideas we've ever had on the show. Bryce Nelson is here. He's the creator of the Good Husband movement. Now, this was a Utah dad. He's moved, but he has 4 children. And were you sick of dinner and a movie?
You know, it does kind of get stale. Like, you want to have date nights, but sometimes, you know, you're doing the same thing over and over, and it kind of gets tough to shake things up a little bit.
So you thought, I'm going to do a little something different. And what'd you come up with, Bryce?
You know, and even more than that, I mean, a lot of times we have these weekly date nights that we know we should be having, but life gets in the way, and all of a sudden it's been 6 months before you did something, you know, the last time you did something really romantic with your wife. And so having like a subscription box kind of thing set up where every single month you get something jam-packed full of a variety of different date night ideas and cute little gifts and that kind of stuff for your wife. And it really keeps you on your toes to where you're continually showing your spouse that you love them, appreciate them, all that kind of stuff.
I love that you thought, I'm not alone. I can't be the only one out there that is out of ideas when it comes to dating my wife.
I feel like
or my significant other, right? What do I do?
All men are like that. You know, like, we want to be good husbands and we do love our wives, but it feels like everything on our life is on fire. We're just trying to put out the fires, and we tend to put our marriage on autopilot sometimes.
So what'd you put in the box? What will you find in the subscription box?
A whole variety of different things, right? So it's not all just about date nights, although some of it is. Some of it's cute little gifts to give your wife. One of the most really effective things, even something simple like a chocolate bar with a note card, right? Your wife finds that in her sock drawer with a little personalized note. Hey, remember the first date we went on? So glad we got married. Something like that, just really simple.
Do you know what kind of mileage you would get from that at my house?
It completely changes your wife's day. Like, it's a
really
big deal.
That would last me a long time at my house.
You bet.
Even chapstick? You need kiss sticks too.
Oh yeah, these are really, really fun. Some little physical intimacy there. For me, jewelry, I'm horrible with my wife with jewelry because I don't know what to get her.
So you have it already picked out?
The very classic, simple items that you can't go wrong with. That way you're shaking things up a little bit and maybe taking her on a romantic date, giving her something like that.
This is conversation starters. So when you go out, you don't just talk about the kids. You talk about each other and what the two of you are interested in.
You betcha. Yep, that's the whole idea behind it. It's just, you know, being able to connect with your wife, not just, you know, physically and emotionally, and serving your wife. The 5 love languages a lot of people are aware of. This is kind of the 5 love languages put into action. So it's a lot of fun.
But subscription box, so it's not this stuff every time. It changes every month.
Every month is going to be something different. And so there's always a suggested date on there. And what's really cool is on the box, not only does it show the items in the box, but it shows, you know, very clever ways to present this stuff to your wife. And, you know, a lot of different things where we've done a lot of the work for the husband.
I just noticed that. It says with the mug, wake up before your wife and present her with her favorite cup of hot chocolate or coffee or whatever it is. You've spelled it out for the guys out there.
We do all the work. The husband gets all the credit.
Okay, so speaking of work, who signs up? Wives or husbands?
We have a little of both. Like, when we first launched this thing, we thought, great, a lot of husbands are going to love this, and they do, but we almost have more women signing up for their husbands almost. They say, hey, I know you're busy. Let's get you a box every single month, and let's be sure we go on dates, and let's shake it up.
I feel like that's fine. If you need a nudge or shove, then it's okay.
It's a big deal, right? I mean,
both.
Taking action and trying to invest into your marriage is never a bad thing.
What's the company done and the ideas for your marriage?
It's been a game changer. A game changer. Like, with me and my wife, it's almost like I look at it like she has a love tank, right? And if that love tank's on empty, all of a sudden she's feeling insecure, or she might flip out about something that's not a big deal, right? And really what's happening is she's communicating to me that she's not getting that support or, you know, that love from me. Something like this, where now I'm being consistent, it's completely changed our marriage, where now her love tank's on full, right? And so we're really happy. She feels loved, appreciated, supported, and it's just completely transformed our marriage.
Bryce, what this is all about is the little things and how they add up, and they go a long way. If you need a little something, it would be this, guys and girls out there. It is the Good Husband movement. That is the website. Go to goodforutah.com/midday. We'll link you right there. You can sign up for the subscription. And I can't think of a better day to do it. It's a holiday. Get started, everyone out there.
Anyway.
Bryce, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.